Welcome to A Mason's Work, the podcast where we review Masonic symbols and illustrate how they can be used to solve problems in everyday life. With your host, Brian Mattox, a proud member of the Craftsman Online Media Network.
It's not your fault. You very likely grew up in an environment where they rewarded you for being able to solve problems. And in the process of being able to solve problems, you attached some of your value as a person to that capacity. So when your friend comes to you with a problem, you go into the pattern of trying to be the person who solves problems because that's how you got your treat when you were a kid. It may be how you get your treat now, where you are this crucial figure in someone's life, and your ability to help solve their problems is how you feel good as a person. This is not uncommon. It's something that I think a lot of us struggle with. And in the process of being able to separate yourself from that need in you, you begin to gain the ability to meaningfully help others. See, here's the thing with a lot of this stuff when it comes to helping other people. If we give them the solution, they learn nothing. If we give them the solution because that's what makes you feel good as a person, not only do they not learn anything, you're feeding the wrong behavior in yourself. This is why it becomes vitally important to understand that every opportunity that presents itself, every struggle in your own life, every struggle brought to you and presented to you on a platter by a friend or a loved one is an opportunity to work your own stone. How do I respond to this? Do I satisfy my own ego and give them the answer? Do I satisfy my own discomfort with their struggle and make it go away? Do I cement my relationship as the person who solves problems at their expense, at their loss of autonomy and agency and capacity? This understanding, this knowledge that the things that happen and arise in our everyday life are the work, and how we interact with others and how we consider their work in our own space is its own opportunity for additional work is very, very challenging because you don't really understand. Oftentimes, your behavior is on autopilot. You are working with a pattern of stuff that you're bringing to the table from years and years and years ago. And here's the thing, like, helping feels good. We're told it's good. You were literally taught to share and help other people with their problems and do all of these things in your upbringing. So how do you deprogram that without losing the essence of compassion, without losing the essence of what it means to work with others and yet not fix it for them? We'll get to more of this as we talk, but the first thing that we want to be mindful of is when we hear a problem, feel deeply into the problem itself, not the solve. Feel deeply into the person who's expressing this to you, the safety that they feel in sharing their issue with you. Feel deeply into the relatedness itself, rather than biting on the problem. Because if you take that bait, you will walk down a path of solving the problem, and it will lead you to another meaningful challenge. talk about this too, because if you give somebody a solution to a problem and they don't act on it, what happens to the relationship then? Think about your own behavior here. Think about the times where you had somebody give you well-meaning advice, but you couldn't follow it. And then they got mad at you. The emotional content increased, not decreased. The relatedness decreased. The separation increased. What we're trying to do here as fellow people working in the quarry, working on ourselves, working on our own stuff, is to be close to each other with our work, not separate. And we'll talk more about that in tomorrow's episode.
The views represented in this podcast are those of the speaker alone and are not representative of any grand or subordinate lodge.
Hi, Brian here. I wanted to thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you have any suggestions or guidance for further episodes you'd like to see or hear, whatever the case may be, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at amasonswork.com, and we will try and incorporate your suggestions into a future recording. Thanks.
Freemasonry teaches us that the true work is within, a lifelong journey of reflection, discipline, and discovery. At A Mason's Work, we help Masons bring out their best selves through meaningful self-inquiry and symbolic practice. From personal reflection to lodge engagement, we offer tools that turn symbols into action. Visit us at amasonswork.com. The work is within. The time is now.